50 years. You know?
mined yourself?
Yeah. And,
wow.
Then as time went on, the freeze thaw.
Find it?
Yeah. Years helping this old boy edit this book.
Nice.
Going on here. Yeah, so we'll get up to 2,000 degrees to assay. We know what assaying is?
Yep.
We're determining how much gold and silver or other metals we got. So
When did this
we actually needed some of it. The Landusky-Zortman fiasco really brought things to a head. Yeah. Let's get grounded. This is Gold Hill.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the mass of Gold Hill. Okay. This is the McGinnis mine here.
They're the same.
This is documented. So they'd been up Yogo Creek because there was a gold strike up there.
Nothing left in them, huh?
This is where I figured them boys made their discovery, because you see this little ridge comes down here to the creek?
Mm-hmm.
I bet they were right down here because you had this ridge coming down, right?
Yep, gravity.
Kind of formed a little dam. So my conjecture is their discovery was here.
Yeah, it would make sense. You know, work it where the canyon starts to narrow.
But when they came back and really worked this ground, there wasn't much here.
They must have just found a concentrated little area that.
Yeah. I mean, then bingo, immediately they get chasing the load.
So this is the mill. This is the stand mill.
Yep, this is the remains of it. What's that little deuce do on the shutdown, Wade?
Old habit from carbureted vehicles.
I love it. Yeah, this is the remains.
I do that, man. It's just old carb cars. You know, you pump, you give that little pump to clear all the gas out of the cylinders.
Yeah.
So you don't dilute the shit out of your oil.
Right here too, isn't it?
Yep. This
is all
what's left of the waste rock, right?
Waste rock from my gold recovery project in 2016 and 2018.
Holy cow! So
this isn't mill tailings. This is from the waste rock dumps.
No kidding.
Yeah, this is what I love about just the ingenuity of miners.
Yeah.
Use natural rock to shore up, hillsides. You see that in so many of these mining operations all across the state. In the Elk Mountains, you'll just randomly see a rock wall sticking out of the woods somewhere.
Right. And you can envision, right? A huge mill was there one time. You get to see that stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, my kids are spoiled. They get to do this stuff all the time. So how much is one of them stamps weigh?
Those are 800, 900 pounders. Yep.
Solid cast iron?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got some of the old brick.
You might remember, but there was 2 boilers here, and one of the boilers is the one down at my house.
Yep.
There was 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see steam lines and stuff are like all strewn about. You've got it. I'm assuming these are the original brick from when the building was here.
Yeah. So this place was an absolute shambles. But when the miners we were doing this dump reclamation project and this recovery thing, they would leave their excavator sat up here on the weekend with the foam.
Yeah.
So I used that and cleaned this up like this. Before, you couldn't have walked where you're walking.
No kidding.
Hey, when I was a kid, this was all here. We used to go up in here, steal cigarettes out of Grandma Wig's purse, come up here and smoke them. Of course, we were forbidden to go in here.
So you 800 pounds per stamp.
800 per stamp.
Solid cast iron. You can see the camshaft up there that would operate the rods.
Blue, bluish, it's purple.
So literally, that works like a cam. You can see the followers. It would hit those. I guess you call it a lifter. It would swing around. It would lift that up and then just drop it.
Yeah, that's
works just like the camshaft in your car.
And the size of this thing is just holy cow.
Yeah, it's all round-headed nails. So so it goes with the age of the town. Round nails. Anything square head would be pre-1860.
What?
Yeah, I found. Oh yeah, so that boiler that was sitting down where we parked, that used to be up here. Whoa.
So, what these do is 75 years.
Some of they look like drive pumps, or they're drive boxes for something. And then here's the big bull wheel that would have run probably a leather belt up to that.
That's good. This was just a flywheel.
Oh, that's not the bull wheel?
70 horsepower engine. Here was your drive.
Oh, that's the drives, okay.
Okay, so that was the flywheel to keep the momentum.
Yep.
Right?
They keep the inertia.
Then see all the jack shafts over there?
Yep.
There's quite an array of them. And some of them were up higher than the top of the stamp mill. Okay, so your main belt came off of here, right? Went to one jack shaft, and off that jack shaft, belts went to all this other stuff.
So they're probably doing that for a mechanical advantage, gear advantage, right?
Well, yeah, and I mean, so look at all the pulleys.
They're all
There
different.
was that many pieces of equipment that ran off belts in here.
Oh, okay. So it was powering more than just the stamp mill.
Well, you had a stamp mill, you had a primary crusher, you had vanner tables, this Huntington mill here. Yeah, you had a bunch of stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All run off of 70 horsepower.
Yep. Yeah.
But I bet the amount of torque that thing was producing was immense, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how fast this forest rebounded after all them fires.
Yes. Now, how would you like to be? Well, they decided to build this mill and drive a new tunnel in the spring of 1884. They had a little mill here that didn't work worth a shit. So, in August, of course, they went over to Fort McGinnis, used the telegraph to order all this stuff, right? Early on. So in August, they started grading around here for this. August of 84. On the 4th of December, they had the grand opening. And the ladies were up here in their ball gowns and stuff. It was all brand new. They got to open the steam valves and blow the whistle. That's how fast they put shit together.
Oh yeah.
And think about that. All this came, and
their livelihood depended on this.
Yeah. All this stuff got here on a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like Kerwin. You know, they got. If you've ever been to Kerwin, Wyoming, that place is just amazing. The town is at like 9,800 feet. Yeah. Amelia Earhart was going to build a cabin there. Like her foundation is still there.
Yeah.
They stopped building it when she disappeared. But there's
Really?
2 vertical shafts in there, and you go get on Google Maps, and there are just mine roads all over that mountain.
Really?
Oh,
Where
yeah,
is this?
In Wyoming, over by Meeteetse, Wyoming.
Have you ever been to South Pass City and the Carissa mine and the mill there? It's a big tourist attraction.
South Pass, where's that at?
South Pass.
Is that Montana, Wyoming?
Wyoming.
Yeah, I don't get too deep into Wyoming. Yeah, well, I found Kerwin from a off-road club that I'm in.
Oh yeah.
And I've been in ever since, and I've been I was like, dude, this place is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the road basically is the river.
Oh yeah.
And they these massive boilers, like bigger than that one that we were parked next to. Massive freaking boilers to run these vertical mine shafts, and you got these huge buildings with internal head frames in them, and like all that stuff came up on a wagon.
Oh, that's just more of that calcite. Yep. Did you see any green? I can't see green at all. Green is another characteristic of the ore. I've got him looking
Like
for fluorite.
I see a little bit dark green.
Oh yeah. So you see, it's falling over, but I cabled it up, and it'll fall over someday. But you know what?
As long as you can keep it standing for as long as you can.
Yeah. It sloped
Just
them off.
extracted.
What's that?
Just extracted these piles. They're mined off the mountain.
No, they went through these waste rock dumps. I'll show you something here. The main portal, we're gonna go over and stop in front of my shop, but stop about in the middle of this road. Stop about right here. Okay, now look right up this road, and not these first trees here, but you see them 3 trees back there?
Yeah.
That's where the portal was, went a couple thousand feet back in the hill, and where the old timers mined it, and then they went down 250 feet and mined it, and then this was the waste rock dump, while the ore went along here on the railroad to go into the mill. The waste rock was piled up out here. Well, a lot of that waste rock was still fairly good. Yeah, we can go park over here. Yeah, a lot of that waste rock made good low grade today. So what we mined averaged about 0.15. That pile right there,
Yeah.
there's about 30 ounces of gold in that.
Is it really?
Yep.
Nice little mucker right there.
Yeah.
We're working there.
You gotta be careful where you walk, you end up falling down. So then, what we'll do is I'll fire this up. And you can go get a rock. Get a rock like that big.
Okay, big one?
Yep.
Yeah, it gotta fit in here, you know. Well, like big.
Fit in there. I
Yeah.
could find them.
Might as well entertain him, huh?
Yeah. Hey, press.
No, get your hand away for a minute, because I want to do something. I like to help the old girl out. Okay, now do it.
There's your rock.
Now it eats rock. It likes it. It's hungry.
What do I do?
Yeah,
Just drop it in.
toss her in.
Yep.
Do another one if you want.
Not to let my dad do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was enough watching you do it, bud. That was awesome.
That's very cool.
Okay, I'm grabbing one.
Yeah.
So you make a gravel with it too.
Yeah. This is all for taking samples
Okay.
to get it
Find
right.
something, you empty that, and then you collect it.
bunch of process. Yeah.
You want me to do one? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a piece of shale. That one'll go easy.
that's going in. Munch, munch, munch.
That's cool.
It is, man. The cheek plates are so wore out.
Yeah, there's
It doesn't grab.
Yeah,
See that?
kind of stuck in
One
there.
piece in there, right? Yeah, they're wore out.
Just let it chew on it. Kick it out eventually, or
It's you don't want to shove it off with that in there. This is the cheater plate. It might push it down. We put that in because we usually want it smaller than this. So we put that cheater plate in. It takes it down a little finer.
takes it down from like a 1 inch to a.
No, yeah, it takes us from about 3/4 down to about -1/2. So my tail hole friends have used this so much over the last couple of years with their samples. That's what's wore this out.
That was cool.
I figured you'd like that.
Yeah, we didn't get to see this run last time we were up here.
Grind that down to flour, and all he wants is 31 grams. He wants a tablespoonful to go in here to end up with that little bead that's going to say how much gold we had in that 1,000 tons, as representative as we can, because it's a big mixture of ore and waste, you know.
That's so interesting. Super scientific when you get to it too.
Oh yeah, it's
That's cool.
yeah. Yep.
This looks like it was a pan at some point.
Yeah, it's just an old dish pan. Well, let's see.
Looking down towards Maiden.
There. So we'll go over the hill and poke our nose in underground, huh?
Heck yeah. Drive. Old John Deere.
hill.
Nice little John Deere.
That's a
Bulldozer you got there.
That's God dang it. A 1962 440 3-cylinder Detroit. And I saw one of them refurbished a year ago on the internet someplace. $30,000. I got a couple water bars that hit pretty hard here. You'll find them.
Yeah, there's a channel I watch on the YouTube called Diesel Creek, and he goes out and finds stuff like that and brings them back to life. He'll use them a lot. He does a lot of dirt work himself, and
Yeah.
he'll use like these old this stuff from the 50s and use them to do his jobs.
Oh yeah. So this was the freighting road in and out of here. This was the main freighting road. Can you imagine an ox team?
Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, they used oxen in the early years. This is a pretty hard hit one. But the I forget about it sometimes. Well, boys, I'm gonna have to buy some four-wheeler tires, ain't I?
or some slime.
No, I had them slime. Yeah,
Yes.
they're shot.
Yeah, they're done.
That's the old road that goes to the Swallow Horse.
Yeah, I've been on some mine roads that are like, what the hell were they thinking putting a road in right here? But that's the only place they could.
Yeah.
A lot of them, well, hell, all those roads in the Beartooth, those are all old chromium mine roads.
Yep. Ain't that something? That was the United States supply of chrome.
Yeah, the history of just the Benbow mine area
Yeah, I know.
is
And the
incredible.
mullet, yeah.
And then the Anaconda Mining Company bought it out and they modernized it. They put the big head frame up there. And,
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, the government was throwing money in when they,
needed to.
The last time was after the Korean War. They wanted just a 1 million ton stockpile of chromite ore.
Yeah, the chromium out of there wasn't high enough grade for like hydraulic chassis ship. So
Yeah.
you're using it for the bullet casings.
Yep. So
Yeah,
you've
we
been up
used
to
all-
that Bembo. I never made it up there.
Well, I don't live too far from it. It's like an hour drive from my house.
Where do you live?
I see a hole in the wall over there.
Yeah, Prospect.
Yeah, we're here.
So the McGinnis outcrops up there,
Okay,
this
so
side of the tree line. If I they mined that 500 feet. My decline that we're going to step in the portal goes under that ridge over by the mill.
so this is the other side of that gate on the other road, right?
Yep. And yesterday, I made a circle on the four-wheeler. Tires were good. Went through my gate, and up at the spotted horse there was 4 them hot rod-looking side-by-sides and a four-wheel drive behind it. And people were up on the spotted horse looking, some people, and the rest of them were sitting there. So I stopped bullshit with them. And real nice people from visiting, but really got roots here and know about all this. So we had a nice visit, and so I told them, well, I'll tell you what, if you folks want, you can come up my gulch. But I don't think they did. I don't see. Doesn't look like.
Those look like side by side tracks. In the
Do they?
front there.
Maybe they did.
Yeah, those are side by side tracks.
Well, I offered him, I said, you can go through. I said, you got to shut the gate behind you in case somebody else comes and goes a different way. Then I got people locked in here. That's a problem.
It would be a lot of fun to spend a night back here, Jack, wouldn't it?
It'd be awesome.
Was that a log road that you guys put in right there?
That was a mine road.
Oh, was it? 'Cause I
Bit
know
of prospects.
I know that a lot of these older mining areas they would log locally.
Oh yeah.
So like you'd see these little roads that just shoot
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
and they use
mine
it for timber.
and
Yeah.
wood for the boiler. These boilers burned wood until finally some coal mines developed around here. Coal was much more efficient.
Like over by Glendale, you got they had a huge
Yeah.
setup over there. So
My Google Earth Pro is crashing my computer.
You did.
Google Maps is just as good. I
That's
think
what I
Google
went to.
Maps is better than the Google Earth because it's more user friendly.
They just park over here. So did we come over here when you were here before?
Nope, we never made it past here where the little shop was.
Because I've cleaned this up a lot.
Yeah, when we were here last time, there would have been snow in here. Collapse?
The upper 80 feet of this decline was in ground that I didn't realize it at the time when we drove through it. Needed to have more ground support put in. then as time went on, the freeze thaw
Find it?
cycle.
Yeah.
Wait, you have your headlamp.
Go get it. So put it on. Oh, you can feel the cool air coming out of this.
Right, see this, because this goes down and intersects the old mine workings. So this acts as a big chimney. In the summertime, the cool air in the old workings and all those old stopes, acres of open ground,
Here, go.
is coming down.
It doesn't.
The hot air is pulling
just hold
hot
it.
air, pulling
hold
it
it like a
in,
flashlight.
and that creates this cycle coming out this way. In the winter, it's doing just the opposite. The warm air in all those voids and stopes is rising, pulling air in here. Oh yeah.
Just hold it like a flashlight, bud.
I tell you, getting old.
You don't know what keys, what?
No, I have a difficult time getting down on my knees anymore.
Oh, I can get down there and do that for you.
Well, it's one of them things that good luck.
Okay, I got it.
Nah, you gotta be mindful of something. See these? See these?
Yep.
Okay. They'll occasionally fall out of here. So just feel how sharp that is.
That'll
Okay.
get you on the noggin.
Oh,
Okay.
that'd put you out for sure.
Well, yeah, or hard on your toes.
I'm wearing steel toes actually, so I'm good in that
So
department.
the meth heads crawled in there. Before I did this, there was an opening this long and 16 inches high that I never worried about. That's how they got in here. They stole this power cable.
Are you serious?
No.
No, there's no electricity.
See, there's more of them Sharpies. So now this has been bolted and wired, which is pretty good ground. This is limestone. What you're looking at there, that is part of a natural cave. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural cave that's been filled over eons of times with cave fill. Lots of times you can find ore in those.
So what are these pipes that run through here? What is this?
And that was air, water. There's the remnants. See where they stole power cable?